discussing about the accessory excretory organs. That means these organs, they have their main function. Along with their main function, they perform excretion as a secondary function. So, for example, lungs. So, what is the main function of lungs? And what is the primary function of lungs? They are for exchange of gases. Along with that gaseous exchange, they are helpful for elimination of carbon dioxide and water. So, lungs are accessory excretory organs which eliminate the carbon dioxide and water from the body, excess of water. Next, skin. Skin also, what is the primary function of skin? It primarily protects the body and internal organs. Along with that protection, it also performs excretion as a secondary organ. See, it has a sweat glands and sebaceous glands. Sebaceous glands. So these two glands which are found on a skin, see, this is the skin. We can see that hair follicles and the sweat gland, and these are what? The sebaceous glands. So sebaceous gland. So through the sweat gland, the sweat is released out, and the sweat consists water, excess of water, and some salts like a sodium chloride. And sebaceous glands, they secrete sebum. Sebum is a waxy substance. So wax. The sebum consists sterols and hydrocarbons. Sterols are nothing but a type of wax, alkali substances, and hydrocarbons which consist hydrogen and carbon elements. Now this is about how the skin is performing as a excretory organ. Next organ, if you take a liver, it is the largest gland and it performs so many functions in the body. Along with that functions, it performs excretion also. It eliminates RBC. So the data RBC lifespan is 120 days. After 120 days, the RBC dies, and that RBC, the hemoglobin present in RBC is going to decompose, and it produces bile pigments. So what are the bile pigments formed after that? RBC has dead and decomposed in a liver, and decomposition of hemoglobin. The bile pigments are the first one, bilirubin and biliverdin. Third one is what? Urochrome. So bilirubin, biliverdin are going to eliminate along with the bile. So the bile is a digestive juice which is released into the duodenum through the hepatopancreatic duct. So along with the bile, these two are released into the duodenum, through the duodenum, finally through the anus. That means small intestine, large intestine, finally through the anus it goes out. The urochrome eliminated along with the urine, and it gives amber color to the urine. Amber color, that means slight yellow color. Now the bile, it consists what? Bilirubin, biliverdin. Along with that, the bile also consists steroid hormones. Steroid hormones means like which contains steroids in them. For example, vitamin D and testosterone. And also other excess of vitamins and alkaline salts, that all will be eliminated along with the bile. Now coming to that, urea is formed here in the liver. So liver involves in formation of urea. How means the ammonia is converted into urea by liver. So liver converts that ammonia into urea. That urea is filtered by the kidneys and sent out through the urine. So this process is called ornithine cycle. So ornithine cycle is the cycle where that ammonia is converted into urea. So that urea is eliminated in the form of urine. Now the next organ is large intestine. The large intestine eliminates excess of calcium, magnesium, iron, and excess of salts, along with what? Feces. That means that epithelial cells of large intestine excretes these all excess of calcium, magnesium, and iron into the feces. Along with the feces, these are eliminated out. Not only these organs, some waste are eliminated. Some nitrogenous waste eliminated along with the tears and saliva. So tears and saliva also eliminate some kind of nitrogenous waste, and most important one is what? Urea is formed in the liver. Liver converts that harmful ammonia into urea, that is called ornithine cycle. So we don't eliminate ammonia directly. The ammonia in our body is converted into urea, and also liver is involving in a detoxification of alcohol and chemical substances and toxins.